you've seen Yoga with Adrian, she has a beautiful blue heeler named Benji. I've got a rabbit, Netherland dwarf named Yoko. She probably won't come back. Wow. If you're watching this, it means that you've decided to gift yourself a little bit of time to not do anything else, to be in the present moment and to be in your body, and for your body to be in you. You are the energy that the body lives within. So you're both sprinkling a little bit of existential kind of stuff straight away. But yoga is about wholeness and connecting to all that you are. So I think it's very fitting to speak about our body and our energy and what it is that we are: consciousness, energy field, physical form, unseen, all of it. And that's only just the bounds of self. Then there's the next level, which is you're this mat on the floor, the peppermint trees behind me, the rabbit or the dog or whatever other animals you might have around you. So I invite you to breathe a bit of that in, the bigness. Breathe in the bigness of that. Doing your best to sit comfortably with connection to the earth through your sitting bones or through whatever parts of your body you have on the earth. And that connection is the asana, really, your seat. It's not just what you're doing with your body, but what are you sitting on? What are you connecting to? The earth, the physical form, and the sky, spiritual form. And so our yoga practice, if you want to bring your attention to it and intention, then it can be for you a real beautiful practice of integrating all parts of you and the universe within and without. Taking some deep, deep breaths through your nose and out through your mouth, just to regulate nervous system first. If you can, extending the exhale longer than the inhale. Feel free to make a noise if you want. I like to use Ujjayi breath, which is the constriction of the throat, to make an ocean-like sound. So I can hear it and helps me bring my attention to the breath. That's the inhale. That's the exhale. And as you're doing it, you bring your awareness to what parts of your body you can feel expanding and contracting. Tune into your own experience. And each round of breath, maybe you can hone in a little more subtly. Not just the gross body, whether it's chest rising, ribcage expanding, diaphragm and abdominals contracting, but also how you even feel your energy, the tingling and aliveness, that experience, the sensations usually bring your attention to. You can realize that you can really turn up the volume on those sensations if you want to. It's the power of your awareness. Continuing breathing mindfully, straightening the spine in little movements. Often sitting for a while, you can inadvertently become hunched a little. If you just think about your spine from the base, just slowly up, vertebrae by vertebra, up to the tip, creating space in between them. Bringing attention to sensation and breath like this can do wonders for if you ever feel stuck or trapped, because you're literally creating space. More and more spacious, more expansive. And when you meditate in this way on these sensations, with gratitude for the life that's here and all that you feel and all that you're experiencing, you start to expand your sense of self, not just the small self that's stuck with a narrow view on whatever it is you're focusing on. You can expand your awareness to encapsulate all the space around you, through all the objects around you, through longer and longer distances, using your imagination in a very real way. You can physically experience that expansion. If you tell yourself you can't, then you can't. If you tell yourself you can, then you can. So from that place of empowerment, I invite you to create some vibration with your voice. We entrain our own selves to vibrate all together as a whole when we create vibration through our voice. There's resonance in chest, throat, all the cavities in your face, but then if you also, with your mind's eye, send that resonance to all the spaces that you've just breathed into your body, like your whole body is a resonating cavity, then you can literally create a vibe, a vibration of wholeness, of oneness, centeredness, presence. Taking a big breath in and releasing it out. And into Om. This time bringing a little more consciousness to the sound of Om. It's going to be 3-part. Starts with Ah, the middle is Ooh, and there's and there's actually a final part which is the silence afterwards, where you feel the vibration in you and in the air without hearing it anymore. And silence is a very important part of Om. It is the fullness of the sound balanced with the absence of the sound, and that is what wholeness is. So taking another breath in and out, and in this time for Om. just making a cameo. One last time to focus on the feeling in your body of the vibrating. And let me begin. Aum. And don't just try to hold the ah bit for as long as you can, and then give each part of it time and space, and then that beautiful sitting within it in the silence afterwards. Perhaps you'll feel it tingling in your chest, on the earth, in your lips when you come to the and then imagine that it is a field around you as you're creating it, and then you're sitting within this sphere in the silence afterwards. Okay, so breathing out. And in to Om. Allowing your mouth to create a smile as you sit within the energy you've created. It's a cleanser, vibrating it all, shaking off what was, becoming present in the moment with what is. And just out of curiosity, notice if your hands were facing down on your legs or lap or earth somewhere, or if they were upturned. This is a grounding energy. Your hands connected to your heart, and you have chi in the Chinese medicine tradition, or prana in the Vedic and yogic tradition. Energy that goes through your hands from your heart. So that grounds down if they're down, and if they're up, they're open to receive. Both just as important as the other. And whenever you do get on the mat, as they say, or even take a moment in any space for yourself to ground down. You honour wherever you're at and whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling inclined to open to something new, or if you're feeling like it's time to ground, neither better or worse. Like it's been so long just guiding, seated, breathing and sound and meditation and awareness. But let's move just a little bit. This time on an inhale, with your hands, your fingertips to the earth either side of you. For the length of the inhale, bringing them up to touch up on top above your head. And as your breath turns naturally to the exhale, let them float down. Perhaps noticing if your pelvis tilted backwards at all, just zipping up that lower abdominals just slightly, tilting the pelvis forward to remain straight. Same if you noticed your shoulders might have hunched over. On an inhale, bring them up to the ears and roll them back down. So shoulders down and pelvis tilted forward. And a little string up the top of your crown. Okay, again on the inhale, raising my arms. When you're ready, on the exhale, lowering. Inhale again to the top. This time twisting gently to your right, only a little bit, to let go and bring those arms back down on the exhale. Inhaling here with the hands up. Exhaling back to center. Inhaling, arms to the top. Exhaling, twisting to the left gently as the arms come down. Inhaling, down to the top here. Exhaling to the center again. With your right hand to the floor, inhaling with your left hand coming up. Straight up, creating space in your left side of the rib cage. And from this top here, we start to bend into the right elbow and hinge from the right waist to bring the left side as straight as we can over. Inhale here. Exhale to lower slightly more. Noticing if you're rounding forward and back, you can just do that for a little bit to create some awareness. If you can open up your shoulders a bit more, then inhaling to sit upright. And left fingertips down, right fingertips inhale up. Creating space on the right side of the rib cage. And on the exhale, bending the left elbow, hinging at the left waist to keep the right side straight. Inhaling here. Maybe just that bit of awareness of twisting right shoulder back for open and right shoulder forward for close. Just to experiment with that a little bit, create some fluidity in your fascia of your muscles and connective tissues. And exhaling one more time. Inhaling to sit up. Exhaling, hands to Anjali Mudra. And just breathing here. Allow that smile. Just play with it. Whatever feels natural and good to you. I invite you to take your hands forward to the earth, remembering that these palms are connected to your heart. And so we're going to put our heart gratitude into the earth. And breathing and sending it in. Thank you, Mother Earth, for holding us so sweetly. For these physical bodies, for the plants, minerals and animals that are all here living with us in relationship. Bow, whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever your body is feeling it needs right now. And remembering your breath can send spaciousness into any parts of you. I'm sending that into my lower back, into my hip creases. When you're ready, rolling, arching the spine to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Rolling, 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 shoulders to ears and shoulders back and down. Palms to third eye, to the lips, to the chest. Namaste. The light in me acknowledges the light in you and in all things. And maybe just this tiny little moment of grounding and connecting has given you an expansive, lighter, spacious experience that you can come back to at any time that you might feel heavier or contracted or narrowly defined. Opening up your experience opens your heart to everything and says yes to all the experiences of life with gratitude, even the hardship. Thanks for watching and for giving yourself this gift. Yoko says thank you too. Let me know if this kind of thing is up your alley. Feel free to reach out, share it with anyone, or request anything. Um,